Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Palmer's Cardinals going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers. And with that, we'll send you up to the North Shore of Pittsburgh at Heinz Field by the Three Rivers as we head it over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First two games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste. Gives him fuel for the next season, though, because remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, you know, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers, Charles. What did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, boy, you can make bigger plays downfield.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one. And the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A first carry now. This is Williams. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, this past year, Arizona finished 7-8-1. Here are the defensive starters for the Cardinals. What do you make of this football team defensively heading into next year, Charles?
Well, they're an aggressive group, and they didn't generate the same number of takeaways that they normally do. But I think that coming back in 2017, a great core of players, and they'll get Tyrann Mathieu back. If they get him back at his 2015 level, look out, because Patrick Peterson is one of the best corners in the game as well. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Goes underneath for Bell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And now out come the Steelers. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds a man on a crossing route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. The receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Wheaton, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Oh, well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know
go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Palmer's Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It hosted Super Bowls 42 and 49. And it's University of Phoenix Stadium. That's where we're at in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals. They come out here in the eye.
Blue 58! Blue 58!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 75 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Again, it's Bell, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep is Jeremy Ross. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down, here's Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover. Great moves in short areas.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To throw is Palmer. It's caught. Nelson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
You have to love and admire the effort because he almost broke free in the backfield, but you also have to love and admire what the defense did. Swarmed the play and made sure he couldn't get anywhere, a loss of yardage.
Palmer will throw, and Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And Bryant's got it over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. On second down, it's Bell. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The tackle there by Justin Bethel.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because then you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. It's caught left side by John Brown. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Palmer now looking for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Cameron Hayward is a defensive lineman, but many of us, especially guys of my vintage, remember his father, Craig Ironhead Hayward, who was a running back. I think Cameron decided he'd rather hit people than be hit.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Now it's Palmer. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now Palmer to throw on second down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Johnson. So he got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Get ready.
They'll try and throw for him with Palmer. That's caught at the 3. Call it a pickup of 7, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Shift together here from the D-line. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
He's going to launch this thing. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marcus Wheaton, 59 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, 79 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger backing up. He's going to take another shot here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And he locates Wheaton complete.